You know, last week or so, I've been studying some stuff on the YouTube platform, and so many people seem to be giving up. The majority of people that create content on the YouTube platform fail. They give up. They think failure is, just going to happen. It's a fact of life. You're going to fail, and that is true. But let me just drop this one real quick. Failure can be one of the best teachers you'll ever have in your life. When you fail, what happens? You either accept the failure and figure yourself to be a failure, that you're not going to succeed on this platform, that you're not going to succeed in a certain job, you're not going to succeed in your school, whatever. But just remember this, when you fail, the other option is this. Research what you did wrong. That's what I had to do on YouTube. My first week or two when I started growing and doing fairly well on some of my views, I messed up. I made a couple of mistakes. I could have at that point said, you know what? I don't like this platform. I'm a failure. I'm not good at it. I'm just going to quit. But that's not my nature. My nature now, as I get to be an older man, is this. Figure out what you did wrong. Why did I fail? And then what happens after that? So typically what happens is I had to go into the algorithm, the analytics of YouTube, get into the nuts and bolts and the mechanics behind the scene. And what I found was I made some big mistakes. And that happens in content creation. It is not an exact science. It just isn't. So with that said, I went in and then did more research on how can I fix this. And I put out a video about that. One of my first couple of videos is how I do research. So what I did was I went in and I figured out, okay, this is what made my channel lose watch time, and I lost views. My next 2 or 3 videos flopped big time. The reason why I did sub for sub, and I copy and pasted multiple times, I copy and pasted a comment. So it was always the same comment on multiple people's pages. Well, come to find out, YouTube sees that and it thinks 2 things, bot or spam. So it kind of slows your channel down until it figures out what's going on. So then I also did a video on how I corrected that. I went back in and did those things. So research is important when you get on the platform. Study the platform. You're going to make mistakes, and when you do, don't give up. Don't quit like the majority of the people that quit these social media platforms. Just don't do it. Don't quit. Figure out what you did. You're going to have a win, okay? You've lost a battle or two. We all have. Life is a battle. Life is a war. You're going to fail. You're going to succeed. Turn your failures into an opportunity, into trying to understand the platform better. What did I do wrong? Did I say something? Did I upload something YouTube's not happy with? Was it just poor content? Did I use something that wasn't trending? Why is my stuff not being pushed out onto the YouTube algorithm? Figure that out. Get in a community that will help you figure that stuff out. So that's been on my mind lately. And so I just wanted to get that out there, that, hey, take failure as an opportunity to succeed. Failure can be one of your best teachers. My dad said years ago when I was a teen, if I failed at something, he always told me there's 2 people in this world when they face adversity. When they get knocked down, they either give up or they get up. Be that person that gets up, picks himself off the floor, does the research, does the work, puts the time in so that the next content you create succeeds. And then the one after that gets better and better and better. And that's my message really today is don't accept failure as failure. accept it as an opportunity to succeed and use it as a teacher, and you'll find out everything in life looks much different when you take failure as your teacher and use it to your advantage. With that said, I did want to just jump on here briefly. I'm only going to be on for probably 10, 15 minutes. One thing I have started was I've been talking a little bit about doing a trailer. I believe it was, I think it was Natty Homemaker that mentioned it. We were talking the other night on a live, and I think she mentioned it. So I did actually go out and create just a 30-second trailer on my Okies Eden site. It's not great. It's my first attempt. I just took some older videos, kind of pieced them together, put a little text and music in, and then you know, I'm going to release it. It's going to be 30 seconds, 35 seconds, something like that. I'm not worried about views on that one. It's not about views. It's about practice for doing a trailer, like a movie trailer, if that makes sense. And I'm going to post it on my homepage because I'm still updating my homepage, fixing my playlists and all that stuff. And that is my goal, is to get my YouTube main page in really good shape, optimized, as you would say. And one of them is either to have a trending video you might have done that got a lot of views or a lot of watch time. You can put that in there. I am going to try a trailer. So anybody that comes to my main homepage doesn't just see that, they're going to see my trailer, kind of like a movie trailer. I think that's kind of cool. I have other ideas. I'm going to perfect it more. I'm going to add to it. This is just a first attempt. So, you know, you can laugh. It might make you cry. I don't know. But I'm going to put it out there because I'm learning and I'm going to learn. And if you have any creative criticism, please tell me. I'm going to post the video. If you think it stinks, tell me it stinks. But tell me why it stinks so I can make those adjustments. Because I don't mind constructive criticism. I never have. If you're just going to criticize me because you want to be stupid and you want to be a troll, I'm not going to accept that. But if you can say, hey, you know, Jason, yeah, you look really cool. You know, your look is awesome. You got those sunglasses, man. You got the awesome freaking pompadour going on. And look at that hat, backwards hat, man. You look like you're 12 years old. How awesome is that? You are just so cool. Don't say that. But tell me why you think it was a bad idea or what I did was wrong or what I can do to perfect it. That's what I really want to know. Is I want advice from my subscribers to say, hey, here's what I think is better. So please do that. I would appreciate it. And with that said, I'm going to end it here. So keep your eyes open for that. And you guys all have a great day. I might do a live later. We'll see how I feel. You guys take it easy. Have a good one.